What's going on, you guys? So welcome to the show. We have some really cool stuff we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about Black Adam reveal, the tease that he put out today. We're going to talk about that. Really cool picture. We're going to talk about Scarlett Johansson and her interesting comments that she made, because that was a lot of fun. And we're also going to talk about something really, really cool, which is the Dreamscapes, a Justice League motion comic. And we're going to talk about that. Of course, I am joined by my right-hand man, one of my best friends, Mr. ACS Universe. And filling in for both Ali and Ryan Ziegerfeld today, both of which are on assignment, is my good friend, Phil Barker.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's up? So, we're going to talk about Dreamscapes. And in order to get really down to nitty-gritty of all this, because there was an announcement today, there was some art released today. Before we move any further, let me invite my good friend, Mr. Matt Miranda. What's up, Matt? Hope he's there.
Well, maybe not.
Maybe not. We'll come back to him in just a second. There we go. But there was some really cool artwork that was released today that I did want to show you guys. And actually, one of the things that I did want to share with you guys was this right here. Let me see. Oh, Matt's back. Let me. Let me. Oh my God, my shit's all screwed up. What the hell? It's not picking up my second. There.
What'd you do?
Well, no, because I have a second monitor, and it's not picking it up.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. That's really weird.
Mine's is working.
Oh,
Phil, your second monitor working?
I've got like 4 monitors up. I'm all gravy.
That's great.
They're all working? Cool. Okay, cool.
Okay, so we're off to a smashing start here. Smashing. So let's take a look at this. Because, guys, we have breaking news. Zack Snyder just posted on Vero. He said, still a chance to see this ZSJL on the big fucking screen.
Yes.
And there is a link to the Prizeo, so you can win a chance to go see it in either, I think it's Austin, LA, and New York.
Correct.
Yep.
So there you go, you guys. I mean, you go to the link, go on there. But I mean, I would love to see this movie on a big screen. I mean, we got a chance to see Army of the Dead. That was really cool.
Yeah.
But to see Zack Snyder's Justice League, that would be something else. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be. I can't even. There's zero words for that because it hasn't happened yet. Seen the movie dozens of times, seeing it on the big screen. Yeah, that's a yeah.
That's a must.
What's up, Geek Studios?
That's a must.
Yeah.
We got Anthony Belcher was the first one here. So what's going on, Anthony?
What up?
We got Frank in the Snyderverse. What's going on, Frank? We got Brandon Pittman. We got Prima saying, "Yo, what's up, everybody?" We got Abel in here saying late. Well, not as late as I was. We got Fear Jason in the chat. We got Dr. Fate saying Soldier Boy. Let's see who else. We got Barcy B saying hello. Dreamscapes? Yes, Dreamscapes. And we're going to talk about that today. Let's see. And then we also got, who else is in here? Barcy B saying what's up. We got Sickness in the house.
Uh-oh.
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down.
All right. And Matt will be with us in just a minute. He's got to take care of one more thing before he jumps on. This motion comic's gonna be epic. Yeah, so I did want to talk about that. You can see the artwork down below from the storyboards.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna talk about the motion comic. It's something that I've been really, really excited about. It was something that we sort of started to put together a few months ago, and the idea behind it was that, I don't know if we don't know if we're ever going to get a full-on production of Justice League Part 2, Zack's true story, because we know now that these storyboards are not canon anymore. They're not canon whatsoever because the story has changed. So, showing these really doesn't spoil anything because we know that Zack has changed the storyboards and now he has a different story laid out for the Justice League. But the idea was that, hey, if we could put together something that would kind of bring to life these storyboards, it would really be a cool thing. It would bring awareness to the release the Snyder Cut movement. Restore the Snyder Cut movement. Sorry. And at the same time, it'd be an awesome way to raise awareness and, possibly even raise money for AFSP. and that was the goal of the project. But since then, it has blossomed into like this huge, much bigger production, and I'm so excited to see it just keep on growing and building layers. And here is, let me see if we can pull this up right here. So here is the tweet from Taylor from the Culture Nerd. In quarter 3 of 2021, Lightcast Podcast Films, or Lightcast Films presents the Dreamscapes of Justice League, a motion comic based on the original storyboards for Justice League 2 by Zack Snyder and Jim Lee. And so let me see, does this actually... Oh, that's just the picture. So there it is right there. There is a link, though, I want to say. That's a Culture Nerd link. Let's go there real quick and take a look at that. Because there is a video that has some really cool dialogue. And there's one of the images that we first shared. And that is Batman in one of the scenes. Which is, and it's actually, it's a motion scene, too. So that's just a still. So
yeah, it's fire.
It's fire. Believe me when I tell you this, dude. It's so freaking awesome when you see these images come to life. So get ready for that. It's going to be really, really cool. And then here is the title release video that was put out. Can you guys hear this? Can you hear that?
Mm-mm.
No, let me see. Maybe I got to reshare. Hold on. I like sharing. Hold on.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why my other screen isn't popping up. That's so weird that it would do that. Okay, I can't do that. I wonder why it's doing that for. This is strange.
Couldn't tell you.
Okay, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
I know what you're saying. It's not popping up when you go to. Okay, I got you.
Oh,
see,
yeah.
does that pop up? Oh no, see, that's not it either. Hold on. See, I hate when my other screen, because what I have to do is I have to use tabs right now. So,
Yo, tabs.
Here it is right here.
I never knew how rough tabs were until I got a second monitor, and I was like, "Yo, tabs fucking suck."
Tabs suck. Okay, so here is the title release video, and here it. Oh, let me get Prima's comment out of the way here. Where is that? There it is. Boom. Okay, so here we go. Can you hear that? No?
Nope.
Oh my God! Really?
Here, hold on.
Hold on. Oh my God! Oh, you know what? Chrome tabs. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
I don't want him.
Yeah.
Dead. I want Superman to submit.
I mean, that's pretty freaking awesome. And then that's actually Ray Porter, who we were able to get to narrate the storyboards. And have you guys had a chance to read the storyboards at all?
Yeah. You remember we spent 4 hours reading them on a stream.
What's up, Neil?
What up, Neil?
Yeah, I've read them. I might have them saved because I was working on something not quite similar, but I was working on like a screenplay little adaptation of my own for this.
Mm-hmm.
Just Justice League 2, just more or less because I love the idea of the Injustice League. I love the idea of the boxes, the Riddler, Batman, that's really all up my alley. I love that. I also did a Rashomon bit too within a Nightmare for Batman and Joker. Really? And yeah, I did. Basically kind of how it's a back and forth between how Robin died.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's about as far as I got. There were some other things I was just starting to actually last weekend. I actually cracked since the recent revelation of the Wonder Woman Nightmare. I added in a bit of that too. Mm-hmm. So, but what you guys are doing, what Matthew's doing, this is just phenomenal. It looks spectacular, and I'm really excited to see this come to life.
Yeah, no, I mean, and what is this? Automatically add. I don't know why my other screen, because I got a new monitor, so I have a beautiful new monitor right here. But for some reason, when I go into share a screen, it doesn't pop up as a second monitor. I don't know why. Okay, so let's invite Matt on the show. What's going on, Matt?
What's up, man?
What up?
Afternoon. I am so exhausted, so bear with me, please.
I know. You know what? I'm exhausted too. I mean, today it's been pretty crazy on social media at that. Over a lot of nonsense, really. And I mean, look, this is.
I'm not even talking about. I'm just talking in general, man. I've been up working on this project and talking to the guys in Peru and Argentina and all that, and getting sleep. Went to a dentist appointment this morning. Hey, Jason, how you doing? Went to a dentist appointment this morning.
What up?
And I'm just like drugged up and tired, and I'm back at it. I'm,
just everywhere, huh?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Andre's about to kick his computer into the floor. And
dude, I'm so fucking pissed right now, dude. Like, I can't even tell what fucking tab I'm on. It's so stupid.
I'm sorry.
You know what you got to do?
What?
You probably got to bounce out and bounce back in. The stream's not going to stop. You know how many times, on World's Finest, a couple of times my computer shut down while we're on the stream, and I'm in control now. Hey, I can't pull up any comments, but yeah, I'll just scroll through them.
I feel bad for Andre because like I have 4 monitors all.
Yeah, they're all
fine.
It's not showing up. I don't know why.
No. I'm not saying back out of the stream. I'm saying close StreamYard. It is. Did you hear me before I said?
No, I just left. I just left.
Did you?
That's how I roll. Hold on. As a 10.
Like I had to restart my computer, and then when I got on there, Meg was straight up just like playing with 2 action figures because she didn't know what the fuck else to do. My computer shut down like while we were doing the show. What up, gents?
See, the Bad Channel has a right idea. He says, "What up, gents? The motion comic movie sounds sick. So amazing that Ray and Harry are involved. Congrats on the project." This is like I was saying before. I mean, the idea behind this was basically, how can we find a way to bring the storyboards to life and kind of give that substance, give that story a heartbeat, and really bring it to life. And that's what we've done here. And it started out one way, now it's gotten even bigger. And it's continuing to grow, and I'm really excited for it. We have some amazing artwork that we've been showing off. I mean, here's the Flash right here that Matt posted on Instagram. That's
awesome.
That's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah. It'd be great to see because that's not the full frame. Everybody thinks that's the full frame. It's not
the full frame.
No,
that's a crop. That's a crop of the full frame. So I cropped it. So maybe we'll see it soon. I don't know.
Yeah, and you got Chubby Teddy in the comments saying "sick," right there. No, and that's the thing too is that one of the main objectives of this obviously is to help raise money for AFSP because it's such a great cause, and it's a cause that is very close to me and because of what I've been through in my life, and at the same time we want to help just raise awareness for the Restore the Snyderverse movement. And I think this is an awesome way of doing it by kind of bringing to life, the storyboards that he put out there for us. I mean, he put these out there. WB didn't want these out there. They didn't know he was going to do this. And then he put them out in the exhibit in Dallas. And what's funny is that they actually closed that exhibit early. It was supposed to stay open. I forgot until what date. And when we went down to Texas, it was supposed to be open for us to go see, and they closed it down early, and they turned it into Friends. They had the Friends couch there.
Yeah. What up, Ill Life? He's in the chat right now.
What up, Ill?
Hey.
Working on it now.
And Ill Life is doing some amazing work with the audio. Matt, you want to talk a little bit about what Ill has been working on?
Yeah, man, Ill is doing amazing stuff right now with the audio. We just got some new audio, and he's doing Foley. He's doing sound design for Foley right now, and we're talking about the music for the trailer and music for certain scenes that we have to create this from scratch. So it's not something that we're not going and taking a track and then, redesigning it. We're building it from scratch. And so the direction of which way do we want to go? How do we want it to feel? What would it feel like if this were to happen on screen? How would we do that? And that also goes in line because doing a film, you can do these elements along the way. You can kind of do it, but doing a motion comic, it's a little different because everything has to be designed. So the 2D layers have to be made. Then we have to turn them into individual layers, and we have to decide what's going to move on screen and what's going to be additional visual effects that we're going to add layers on top of. And then we got to decide, are we moving certain elements of the body parts? Are we moving the hands? Are we moving the arms? Is the hair going to move? Are the eyes going to turn? Are the ears going to move? I don't know if ears move like that, but
I can't move my ears, but people can.
Yeah.
So, I get it. It's a trick. It's a trick. So we're deciding what is going to move, and the music and the sound is very important because we
Very
don't
important.
have an audio track when we're looking at the visual effects. Like in film, we can record it, see what we're doing, and hear the sound.
Right.
We don't have that present. So we have to. I will sometimes, when we're doing it, I will actually read it out loud as if I'm playing the character. So I get a sense of how it's going to go. So when I communicate to Hussein, and me and Hussein are communicating to the visual effects team and the artist, like, okay, we need this to kind of have this motion. Let's move the camera a little bit to the left. Let's add a 35 mil to the camera, the digital camera, and then we'll do a slow zoom in and drop the frames like 180 frames per second just to get that look. And then I'll even do the music. I'm like dun 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 dun. Like, okay, not that. We're like,
Hey, yo, Matt, your camera's hella blurry right now.
Oh yeah, probably. See, that's what happens, man. That's what we're dealing with.
It was
There
so
we go.
intense the camera lost it. It was like, oh
Yeah,
god.
I lost me. It's all the movement. So
Yeah.
it's really doing that and deciding, because we were doing that today. I was in the dentist office. I was in the chair and I'm looking at the images above me and I'm like on this table and the doctor had to stop and I had to like, oh, let me just send this one message. Okay, go back to what you're doing. Is because it's like constant. We've been working since last night all the way up until like 2 a.m. and then woke up at like 7, and that's when, we get flooded in our messages and we're just constantly going back and forth. And it's cool. Like the Green Lantern image we got to share today that Meg got to share today was, that was mind blowing. Cause that's one of the full frames of that shot.
Yeah.
And you could see, we use the 35 mil. That's the digital lens we use to capture that. Because what happens in this shot is pretty cool. And what they're doing is actually really interesting, and we did it in a full frame, so there is a 4:3 ratio. That is the fullest frame we can get in, and it is 4K. So that was a challenge too, especially when we were already doing concept art in a 16:9 format, so we had to switch it all to 4:3, and we actually had to add new elements and more of the character, because some of the character wasn't going to be shown in certain shots, so they would just be drawn out. But the artist Mariano decided, I'm going to draw all these characters full bodies and then we can move around them, which is like, he's just going above and beyond every time we do a new shot. It's like something new, something great, or he's adding a small element. Luis added the visual effects cue on those lantern symbols. They actually glow. And what they'll do is they do project in certain shots, to the way that Zach kind of envisioned in the movie and what we were going to see with Wayne T. Carr as John Stewart. Those projections, they do happen. And a lot of this glowing is really cool. And then we have to take into account, does it make a noise? Do we hear a noise? Is there like
is there an auditory element to those projections? Yeah, that's a very good question.
So that those are things we're taking into play.
And Ill's here right now. Now you were talking about from Foley. Can you talk a little bit about what that means?
Foley is like, if I was gonna do like a banging, I'll be like, I would make the sound, or I'm gonna be like, that noise, or like a gunshot or a smack or anything of that nature. We have to create that. So there is going to be a little bit of additional recording that's going to be taking place, because we want to get the natural sounds from the actors that are playing those characters to do those initial hits. We're not going to hit the character, but we are going to, direct them in a way that's going to be like, all right, so you're going to get punched in the face. This is actually going to be in slow motion, and this is kind of the noise we're looking for. And then we're going to take that and manipulate it. And what we'll do is he'll add in additional background noise. So if you're listening on your computer, if you have headphones on, you're watching, we want you to hear behind you what's going on in the background, like street ambience, the waves from the ocean, additional sounds that are happening in the background. You want the audio to sound fully immersive.
Guns. That's what he says in there. He's all street ambiance, waves, guns, etc., etc. And according to Barcy, in her opinion, it already looks better than the modern DCAU movies, in her opinion, and that's awesome.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
It's fire.
I mean, this artwork right here, it's it's so incredible. And can you tell us a little bit about the artist who's doing this? Because you've been in contact with him the entire way.
Yeah. Me and Hussein, and the way that me and Hussein would talk to Mariano, he is a comic book artist. Like that, this is what he does. Like this is his bread and butter. I mean, this guy, I'm going to give Mariano a lot of credit here. I asked Mariano for a shot probably not more than maybe 4 hours ago. And within 4 hours, like 3 hours, he had a fully conceptualized shot ready to go on a 2D platform that was then, like, I'm looking at it right now. Like it started probably about like 1 o'clock, and it moved from about 1 o'clock to now to we actually have motion on it, and it's colored, and we have filters on it. Like we took that one shot and we were able to get that done. That's how fast he works. Like he does it so fast, and it's so like detailed, and he doesn't miss a beat. I definitely will say that. And he's very good when it comes to having to select the animations and the motions for what layers we're going to do, because he'll separate everything. Like, for instance, if we're looking at this image, a lot of people wouldn't know just by looking, but that hand of Hal Jordan with the ring on it, his right hand compared to us, that hand, that whole arm is all different layers. So that's all going to move. That's all going to have this motion. When
you guys see it in motion, it's such an incredible shot. Just to see them just with their full motion, you're just like, wow! It really brings it to life. It almost like, the characters really jump off the screen. It's just so cool. And going back to like the premise of this project was that this is meant to be just something fucking really cool for everyone to experience and come together and, like I said, bring awareness to both AFSP and for Restore the Snyderverse.
Yeah,
and this is such a cool thing, and I love where it's going. I love what you've done with this, Matt. Matt has really elevated this project. We already we had so much going on with it, and then Matt has taken it to that next level. Dude, I thank you so much for the hard work that you put into this.
Yeah, well, I do want to thank everybody else.
Of course,
like Hussein. Me and Hussein. I could honestly not say any more about Hussein. I always say he's a great producer, but when it comes to directing this project, he has so much passion for the individual details that sometimes when I'm falling asleep at the computer and he's on communicating to the actual art department, and they're like, hey guys, we're doing this, we got to do this. And there's like, well, we're going to pass, and he'll have them ready in the morning. So when I wake up, or they're already there with notes, and then we're going over those notes. And then just Mariano and Luis is 18 years old, and his English isn't the greatest, but you know what he can do? Communicate. He knows exactly how to communicate the visual presence. Mariano knows how to bring, they work so seamless with each other. It is like watching two people that are identical just share each other's brain, because by the time they have a shot ready for a review and we're sitting there talking about it and all the concepts that went into it, it's
Yo, Hussein, chill out, bro.
This guy Hussein is I know. He really is.
Hussein is fire.
Yeah, Hussein is
fire, man.
Yeah, he's something else, man. I've never met anyone like him. He's just a great guy, and I'm so happy to have him a part of this project. Everyone's done such an amazing job. To tell you the truth, like everyone has really come together. Everybody, when it came to recording the audio, I mean, everyone sent their audio in like immediately.
I do want to make a comment about that. I needed additional audio, so I reached out to one of the narrators, and I asked Geraldo. Actually, I'll say so. Geraldo, I asked him. This is a new line. I added a new line to the script, and I was like, "We're gonna record it. I kind of want you to do this section because I want to know what it feels like on the timeline when we hit to this part of the story, and how it would sound." And bear in mind, everybody is doing this project for free. There's nobody getting paid. There's nobody, I'm not writing contracts out and pulling out of bank accounts and running down to the bank and cashing out credit cards.
Yeah, because that'd be copyright infringement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
I'm not doing any of that. So these group of people that are volunteering their time to really, like, this takes time. Like, a lot of these people do this professionally.
Yeah.
And Geraldo does this for a living. He does audio recording for a living and
Yeah.
voiceover. So I sent him a script within a few hours, like, wasn't even that long. I had a recording.
Yep.
And I was like, awesome. I could play with this. If there's something I need to change, I'll let you know. But besides that, this is perfect.
Nice.
That's it.
And so, and that's the same reception we've gotten from the entire cast. I mean, everyone's been on board. Everyone has, gotten their audio to us or their work to us promptly. I mean, everybody wants to see this grow. They want to see this, become something much bigger than it already is. And that just is a testament to the movement in general and the passion that the fan base has. So here's a question from Frank in the Snyderverse. He says, when will you reveal castings?
I think we were talking about this. We are doing a little bit of a campaign. And the campaign concept that me, Hussein, and Andre are talking about, and the way we're developing it is, we're fans of this project, and we want to share the excitement that we're having creating this, because every day I wake up, there's some fucking new image on my phone, and I'm just like,
yo,
just
some of these
yesterday.
images, man. Some of these images have fucking blown my mind, man. When I see this shit, I'm just like, oh my god. My wife is like, "What are you looking at now?" I'm like, dude, I'm looking at blah, and she's like, "Oh,
he's like, why
that's it." I'm like, dude, that's it? Are you kidding me?
She's like, why are you boned up right now? You're just like, hey, the images are fire.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not lying, dude. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie.
One of the images that we released today with the Green Lantern, we plan to do something similar in kind of the same context of Zack Snyder's because we wanted to really feel like this is all part of his world, and if this is part of his world, what would be the playbook in this world, and how would we do this? So we decided to do it a little differently, but within the same style. So please cast me as a paradigm. Done.
Done. Go ahead.
And so what we did is you're gonna see it. Like, just pay close attention to social media and Twitter, and you'll see these things start to roll out slowly. And we are teasing certain elements of some things we're not showing, even though if you want to know the story, just Google Dreamscapes of Zack Snyder's Justice League at the art exhibit, and you can read the whole entire thing.
Yeah.
We took the creative liberties of bringing that to life by individually creating original art. Everything is original. We're not using the Jim Lee, art of any kind. So we're making everything original, and we're having fun with it. I think it's great. As a fan, it just reinvigorates you more to be like, this is what we want as fans. Like, this is the same bread and butter that makes us want to go out there and watch movies, or to be part of a community that people love watching these characters come to life, because they're part of us, right? These characters are part of culture, and they're part of our everyday life. They're on our cars, they're on our phones, they're on our shoes, they're on our t-shirts, they're on our bodies, they're tattooed on us. Like, they are more of us than anybody else. They're on our walls. They're named after our kids. We name our kids after these characters. Like,
what's up, Ray?
What up?
Katsuko has a question. He wants to know, I can play Paul Kent. I sound super old. All right. Well, Katsuko, maybe I'll reach out to you and we'll get something going here. How we, the audience, as fans, can contribute and help. Just
don't entertain nonsense.
Just share it. Just share it.
Yeah.
Don't be part of the nonsense. Keep sharing.
Part of the nonsense. Exactly.
That's where you guys come and play, because everyone keeps asking for the details of how this is going to work with AFSP, and we're saving those. Like, we're not like wanting not to reveal it. We want to tell people exactly what it is, but we want to do it at the time it's right. There's a time and place, right? So there's a characteristic view to this where we want to do it at a time and place, and we want to make sure that it is transferred universally. Right now, we're just sharing the art. We're sharing the project. We're showing you guys that this is a thing that's actually happening, and everybody that's part of it is working really hard to make it the best it can be with the resources that we have and the amount of money that we've raised. which is nothing, and everything is coming primarily from Andre, myself, and Hussein, and the time and dedication of two amazing artists, and the concept art that gets developed by Ryan, and the things that we sit down and go over, and the time to sit here and edit and put it together and add, changes and transitions and effects and sound and ills, spending time away from his family. Like, to me, that is the burden right there, is to spend time. His time is the most important element. So
it really is. And this is just it's gonna take some time, but we're gonna try to put out the best quality product, the best possible I can't even talk, the best possible product possible. It's funny too. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Andre, I always thought to myself, like, if WB is going to be stingy and not want to capitalize on a restoration of anything related to what Zach was doing in his movies, then I always felt then, of course, the fan base, of course, would naturally take the next level in that progression. And, Matt, what you're all doing is just nothing short fantastic. And I'm glad that you guys are taking the reserve to do and reveal how you're going to go about with AFSP and being reserved in your own right for that. And I hope that other people would be more respectful of that. But of course you have the no names who want to just stir up the nonsense. But again, don't pay attention to that shit.
And that's really what it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't bug me one bit. I actually find it entertaining, and I find it to be free exposure. Because you know what? You're still a fan at the end of the day, and maybe you're not part of this project. Then maybe go start your own project. Maybe do something for yourself. Stop talking about other people and take the time to not talk about it. Be about it. Go out there and do it. Stop waiting for people to come to you. Put your shit in order. Put your shit in gear and just do it. And that's when shit gets made. You don't wait for people to tell you what to do. Just fucking do it.
Just fucking do it. Right.
And that was and I fully agree with that. And this in the wintertime, this last year we did Deck the Hall of Justice, and that was another. I was talking to Ryan from Zebrafet, and I said, dude, I feel like we should make one last push to try and at least get past 500,000 for AFSP. And he's like, well, how do you want to do that? I was like, I think we should put together a fundraiser. And, he was like, well, how do you want to do that? I was like, look, dude, I was like, if we don't do it now, it's never going to happen. Let's just do it. We have the capabilities. We have the resources. Let's just do it. And we did it. And we got it over $500,000 donated to, we reached that goal. That is, now we didn't get $500,000 on that day, but we helped,
cross that line.
Yeah, we helped cross that line, and that was really, really awesome. And when it came to this as well, it was like, hey, we have the resources. Let's just see what we can put together, and let's see where this takes us. And so far, it's been an amazing journey, and I can't wait to see how much farther it's going to go, because it's going to get better and better and better.
Well, I will say that we did get I usually, when we make decisions, it's all three of us and we decide, but it seems that like we are deciding on this date. We're looking at July 23rd to be the casting reveal for every member of the project, and you'll know who's playing who and the capacity. So they're gonna love it, because
yeah, we're gonna love it.
We're exactly. And I'm looking at Steve Kassan's comment. I appreciate that so much. And a lot of people don't know that I do have a background in this department. Like this is what I do. Like, this is not some shit I just woke up today and decided, to start a fucking Indiegogo or tell people to sponsor me and give me money to buy an editing computer. Like, I own all this property. Like, it's mine. It just sits in a box. And when, and I'm literally have been pulling things out that I've never used in like 5 years, 10 years. I pulled out something the other day that I was like, oh shit, this might come in handy. And it has. So, just putting this stuff to work and actually getting back into the groove of it is pretty amazing. And I'm actually looking not at the project, but I'm looking at the shot list of what we have compiled. We're looking over probably roughly around maybe 70 to 80 shots in this whole entire thing.
And that's amazing.
Yeah. So,
and when you put it in context to where how many shots were actually on the storyboards. I mean, there was
all those shots are hand drawn. Like everything is being created from scratch, so it's not like, and it's probably going to grow. It's probably going to get to 100. So,
and another thing too is that he's saying you guys are putting up your own money, or you guys are putting up your money. We haven't put up really any money. This is all volunteer work,
bro.
What?
I did buy a 6-pack the other day, and I crashed that 6-pack.
That's true.
That was like
true. That's very
$10.99 out the window.
Someone's got to pay that back.
So I don't know how I'm going to get that back. Oh, and I got a burrito.
I don't know what to tell you.
And you got a burrito. I got Taco Bell the other day. I ate on stream.
Oh, then you definitely need to get reagunsed.
I need to get reimbursed.
Your butthole's ripped open from Taco Bell.
It's burn. Guns hot.
That's fire, right? Taco
Bell. That's fire. And I love the fire sauce too.
Yeah.
Repetoids. What? Right on, Prima. Thank you for stopping by. Definitely smash that like on the way out. And then, of course, guys, we have more, as we do it here on the show. We have more breaking news. So Meg posted this on Vero, and she said,
"I haven't seen this. This is cool.
Green Lantern's Light. The nonprofit motion comic will be released in 4:3 ratio and 4K Ultra HD. Thank you all for the amazing support. More details soon." And look who liked it. Zack Snyder liked
Justice
it.
League motion comic.
Hashtag Justice League motion comic.
Yep.
Wow.
And Zach liked it. So,
awesome.
And I have a bunch of screenshots. I'm not going to just throw them on the screen right now. This is just one that Meg shared with me that I want to show you guys. So, and he's liked almost every post that we put out there. And then that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have to acknowledge it, but he does. And that's really cool. But yeah, and he liked the Green Lantern image. So I think that's really cool because the artist put a lot of time and effort into this, and that's awesome.
Yeah, that's
inspiring.
awesome. I didn't know that he liked it. That's fucking rad. Actually, that's fucking cool. That's twice. That's twice. He's like
The one Dave put up something too.
Yeah,
Ohio Dave that he.
Yeah, he liked Meg's. He liked the Ohio Dave's. Jacob Torres put it up there. He liked that one too. So, I mean, he's completely aware of this project. That's for certain. But like I said, we're doing this because we're trying to bring more awareness to the release of Snyder Cut. I mean, restore the Snyder Cut movement.
That's twice.
And I know I did that twice already, and also AFSP as well. I mean, it's a very important thing that we're doing. When it comes to AFSP, it literally saves lives. And, for me, at least, I know that, without this movement, I wouldn't have known, I've got to know the friends I have now. I mean, all three of you, I never would have met if it wasn't for this movement. I wouldn't even have this YouTube channel or the show, or my Twitter account, nothing.
I would have known that Nick, Tina, and I were on the same time zone had this not happened.
I never would have known.
Same state too. That's funny part.
Yeah. I wouldn't have met you guys seriously if it wasn't for that. I mean, I did already have a channel, but that's it. One more thing I wanted to mention that's very, very impressive about this entire ordeal, this entire thing that we're doing this project. We're miles apart. Like none of us are together. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing to where of course big studios could do it like this when the pandemic hit. They had to do it the same way we're doing shit where things are sending emails, Google Drive files, whatever, what have you. But we're doing this we're not a big budget studio. We're not whatever. So and it's happening, and the only communication you have is on something like this or an email or whatever. There's no war room everybody can get together in and we hash out ideas, and it's just that's impressive, man. That's impressive. That's it to see what's already how far it's already come and the things that I've seen from it. I just wanted to mention that, and also that we're going to stay the course. So that's just make sure that's known out there. We're staying the course.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, this thing is going to get finished. And
if we got to release it on a thumb drive in a bathroom, we'll do it.
Then so be it. So be it. So Steve says, hey, Nicotina, everyone is volunteering. That is amazing. Great stuff, guys. As long as no one makes a profit off of this, then that's all good. We're not going to make a profit off of this.
No.
This is not. So that's the thing that I want everyone to understand is that this is not a project that we're putting together because we're looking to profit off of this. We're looking to sell it. No. The whole point is just to put it together and create awareness and help raise money for AFSP. That's it.
Now, if you started putting Justice League Motion Comic on a coffee mug or a T-shirt and had it underneath all your thing and tried selling it, then yes, that would be like copyright for sure. But that's not what you guys are doing.
Yeah. That's not what we're doing whatsoever.
Real life across the world, yes.
Yes, across the world. But no, and you know, when you look back at we look back at Deck the Hall of Justice, right? All of those proceeds, everything we did was going to AFSP. We directed everybody to the site to donate money to AFSP. Den of Nerds, who did a stream, they generated like $1,000 in super chats, and he donated that straight to AFSP. Mm-hmm. So everything we're doing is going straight to AFSP. This is not anything that we're putting together to profit. This has nothing to do with that. And the fact that people are going to say that, hey, look, I can't control what people are going to say and what they're going to think, but I can say, because look, I mean, at the end of the day, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Okay, I'm not one to tell you that you're not entitled to your own opinion. You are, but I'm letting you know right now, this has nothing to do with profit whatsoever. If anyone is going to profit off of this, that I hope, it's going to be Zack Snyder. And that and that they're gonna say, you know what, let's do this. You know, let's continue on the Snyderverse. But we'll see.
You know, the people who are really going to profit off this, and I mean profit in the beneficial way, are the fans. In that we're going to see not quite the restoration, but a restoration by the fans for the fans. And I feel like I've been saying that for almost a year and a half. And I find it funny that you guys. You, especially Nick Tita, you always have to reiterate it's AFSP, and it's been AFSP the entire time. JusticeCon 2020, from Deck the Halls, from JusticeCon 2021. Like, where are we gonna get? Like, what? Good.
It's just ridiculous. It really is. It's ridiculous. And you know, here, let me share this, dude. I really got to fix my monitor. This is bugging me so bad. It is. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Let's see, is that it right there? Here it is. And then again, another article here covering the motion comic as well. And this was from comicbookmovie.com. And so, and this is great because really, like I said, this just further creates more awareness for the movement, which is the point of all this, and it's awesome. It was really cool that they covered it. So here we got a question here from Serge Hernandez saying, is there music and who was working on it? There is music. And he's
right there.
There he is. There he is.
The guy.
He's working on it.
Yeah,
he's killing it.
Yeah, in
a good way, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Jamie says, hey guys, came in late, just got caught up. Sounds amazing. Yeah, no, it really is going to be it's going to be really cool, dude. At the end of the day, this is going to be fucking awesome. Yeah. And you guys have seen the artwork, you've seen all this stuff. And like I said, we're doing this because this is like one gigantic passion project that we want to bring to life. And that's all it is. And it's going to be a lot of fun. You can be entitled to an opinion, but not to be a Nancy Crybaby. Not to be a Nancy Crybaby. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, and there's a lot of articles on it. Once it's all said and done, I bet this project will hit Hollywood. I don't know if it'll hit the major trades. I don't know, and I don't care really, because this is a lot of fun, and we're having a great time doing this, and you know, it's going to be awesome. So yeah, that's a little bit of information about the motion comic. You know, a character or a cast list for the characters, you know, will be released, you know, fairly soon. So look forward to that.
Soon.
In like 10 days, 11 days.
You never know. Like Matt might drop it right now. You never know.
Yeah, he might.
Dude,
or in 24 minutes. I don't know.
He'll fucking set a date, and then all of a sudden he's just like, oh, by the way, I just dropped it. Whatever. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
That's what I did with one of the I think it was the Zack Snyder interview. I think the team was like, "Oh yeah, we'll plan it," and I said, "Yeah, let's do it." And then I just dropped it the next morning.
Here's a question from Dr. Fate. He says, do you believe in the inner Earth theory? After I saw Godzilla vs. Kong, no, I don't. How long will it be? And I think we talked about somewhere between 35 and 45 minutes, possibly, but we don't know for sure.
Yeah, we're looking at around 45 to a little bit more than that, maybe.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. A lot of people are just a lot of people get their start just having and that's what we're just trying to have fun. This is all it really is, and we're having fun. This is awesome. I love where it's gone, and I love what it's becoming, and ACS has a part in this as well, big part. He killed it, by the way. So he did a great job.
Yeah,
plays Lois Lane.
Yeah. What's funny is that I was talking to Ryan from ZeroFed earlier today, right?
Yeah.
And we're talking about some of the stuff that's been happening on social media, and I was like, "Hey, I'm like, it'd be hilarious." He was like, "What?" I was like, "Can you imagine if we released it?" And it's like fucking terrible, it's like totally homemade, like bad Photoshop, and everyone's like, "Wait, this is what we're getting upset over?" It's like bad audio. It's like, "Hey, I am Batman." You know what I mean? Or you watch it, you're just like, "Okay, never mind." No, but no, it's not gonna be like that. We were just talking about, like, can you imagine? We just, but no, it's gonna be really cool, and we have some great actors, voice actors that volunteer their time, so it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. I really can't wait.
Black Adam's not in the story, so
yeah. Black Adam is not in the story, unfortunately.
He wasn't in the storyboards.
Yeah,
he was not.
Yeah.
Let me see. Where is this one at? Here it is, right here. No, he was not in the storyboards. However, we did have a reveal today from the set of Black Adams. Let's go ahead and take a look at this new image dropped from Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
They're on their final week of shooting, I think.
And here it is.
They're
Bam!
done.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's a tease.
Anthony, you look jacked.
Okay, chill. Yeah, I wish. Yo, I love it. And if the description he put on Instagram when he posted that picture was about how the suit is going to be unlike, because of like the patterns and stuff on the suit, which is fire, makes it incredibly hard to cosplay though. Like,
yeah,
like if you're gonna try, like if you looked at that picture really close, like if you could zoom in, every section has like a different pattern. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like,
You're right. Like the texturing is different in every little area of it. It's pretty crazy.
He doesn't have a cape either. He doesn't have a cape like the Shazam.
And he's going with the wider collared black. Yeah. The one where it's like it comes like right at the traps right there.
Which means his Thunderbolt's probably huge.
Yeah, it's probably at the neck. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's probably gonna be fire.
And from this angle too, it looks like he might even have the pointy ears.
Maybe
a little bit. Yeah,
that's a possibility.
I think he does. And I'm sorry, but other than the texturing on the suit, this is almost like a skin suit. That's how jacked he is. He's just like,
it's going to be first.
Directors are always saying like, hey, we want you to work out because we want you to fill the suit. He has no problem doing that. He's like, yeah, I can do that. That was jacked.
That was when he probably 2 years ago. Even though he was doing other movies, that the workout was already in place for this movie. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was. It's so like his workout was focused so that he would be the first superhero to do a movie without padding at all. Like,
and he is.
And it looks obviously you can see that little back shot. It looks tremendous. If I am any actor playing a superhero, I see this dude do this. I'm like, I can't be out. I need. Especially if I'm wearing lots of padding in my suit, I'm like, I'm feeling a little ashamed of myself, to be quite honest. That's ridiculous, dude. Look at that shit. No padding.
No padding. I mean, it's like a wetsuit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Henry
Cavill's
really
like,
cool,
all right,
though.
I got to get back in the suit.
Yeah,
I know. I really hope we somehow get to see Black Adam go against Cavill Superman.
Somebody put Superman in that shot. I saw it on
really?
They put him at the end of that. They put him at the end of the that pathway right there at the other end, right at the entrance, right down there. Somebody put Superman in there and shit.
Oh, you can absolutely Photoshop a Superman in this.
Yeah,
You should find that and I'll pull it up. That'd be awesome.
Oh, that's sauce. Yeah.
I have a feeling his suit is aligned with Under Armour. Make the suit to highlight the muscles. Yeah, probably. They're sponsored by that. Alex Lobo added Superman, so it's probably on his timeline. If you can find it, Anthony.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Okay. Can you find it, please? So that was really cool. No, I that's awesome.
I got it.
So
you got it.
You do? Here,
I got
share
it.
your screen. Let's see. Let's take a look at it.
Oh, how do I? I can't share my screen, huh?
You can, yeah, in the little share button.
Yep.
Share.
The shit, yeah.
Let's see. And there we
He's
go.
all. It's on one of my 4 screens. Hold on.
Yep. Exactly.
And there it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit looks dope, dude.
That looks
sauce,
badass.
yeah.
Let me see. Dude, I hope we get to see this so bad.
Yeah,
That's-
that's
wow.
fucking cool.
That's pretty incredible. Yeah. Wow.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I'm seeing all the designs Anthony's talking about now too. I see all the intricate details, like all
Yeah,
that.
dude.
That's
It's so.
yeah.
I love it really because no other suit, like most superhero suits, even with the texture like Henry's suit or Shazam's, it has a texture to it, but the entire suit is the same. But this one has multiple different ones, and I'm just like, yo, how the fuck can you create that? Recreate that shit? You know what I mean? That's gonna be a thing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna be more than a thing. It's gonna be fucking badass.
Yeah.
He's gonna totally kick some ass. I mean, he's huge, and I like the set. I like how a lot of it's practical as well. So no, I think Black Adam's gonna be a really cool movie. But still, I mean, I'm interested to see how it's gonna connect to the rest of DCEU. Because obviously, they're creating their own kind of continuity storyline with the Flash. So it should be pretty cool. It should be very cool. And then that comes out when next year, I want to say
July 20.
Yeah.
July.
July 29th, 2022. I think.
And you're saying they're at the end of production with the
I
Black
think
Adam?
it's.
I think they're like a week or two away from like being finished filming.
They might even be
Done. They
the one
might
he
be.
posted last week with he didn't have a shirt on. He said we have a week left.
Yeah.
So I think they're right in the middle of the last week of
Right.
he says he's disappointed he didn't have a cape. He might have one in post. Like
It could easily be in post.
Yeah.
All you gotta
True.
do is put like 2 dots on them, and then they're like, all right, that's where it
I
connects.
think-
Well, when they started filming, there was initial reveal of him in a hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was that. I don't know if that'll factor into it. Maybe.
Maybe. But no, nonetheless, it's a really cool shot, and I was glad he shared that with us because I wanted to see what his suit kind of looked like, and that gives you a pretty good idea. Okay, we got breaking news. We just saw we have a
Oh,
sighting
dang.
of Ben Affleck. There he is.
Yeah,
He's
I
in
saw that too.
England. He's getting off the flight. He's probably going to the Flash set. There he is. So
Got
we know
saved,
now that he's there to be. He's there on set. So they're
He's in the
filming
movie.
Ben Affleck scenes. Matt, can you tell us anything that you've heard about Ben Affleck's part?
Yes, I can. Coming
The
in, hot
Flash?
topic. Coming in now. This is what we're talking about here. Ben Affleck is getting off of a plane. He's wearing white shoes, a nice tapered pants. He's got 2 bags on, and a bunch of dudes looking at his ass. That is exactly what we're dealing with right
And-
now at the runway.
And he still has a beard, so he hadn't shaved. yet.
And
He
yeah,
hasn't
funny.
shaved yet.
And we don't know who's left on that plane. Is it J-Lo? Who knows? Or is it Cartman? I don't know, but that is what is going on now. Of course, he's going to do Batman. This is exactly what he's doing, and it's going to be great because he's coming towards this part of the picture where they're still shooting. They still have a little bit more to shoot. From my understanding, they do.
Mhm.
And this is pretty cool. Like, let's just go back to the idea that everybody says that, this just fuels the fire more, right? That like he is Batman. It'd be sick if Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck had a
Scene
screen
together.
scene
Yeah.
together. Maybe they interact with each other. Who knows?
That'd be cool.
That'd be
Maybe.
cool. That'd be very cool.
Who knows?
And they're like, yo, how many criminals have you killed? 45.
Oh, well done.
You got me beat.
You want to know how many I've killed in my nightmares?
Yeah.
I killed a guy with a bomb, and he was a clown, and I pushed him down a hole.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah, what did
I
you
shot a motherfucker with my
Yeah.
Batmobile,
And then I drove through the car.
and then I drove through the car. Oh, and I had my Batwing. Yeah, those guys wiped them out.
Yeah, fucking. But somehow they're okay.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're fine.
Matt,
Be like,
I'm
you know
being
what?
told. I'm being told to tell you to check your email. So definitely check your email. Hussein in the membrane is telling me to tell you to check your email. So
Checking it now.
I hope there's security on that
Checking.
plane because that man
we're
is
after-
jacked.
Cutting edge.
Hey, but we've seen images of Ben Affleck recently, and he's looking pretty jacked.
Yeah.
So he definitely has to get in shape for the role. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
can't show up with a beer gut. You know, he's like, oh fuck. All right, fine. So no, it's
Like
really
the Justice
cool.
League reshoots and shit.
Oh god, I don't even want to play those clips anymore. I'm so done with that movie.
Yeah.
It's terrible. But no, I mean that was really cool. We know he's on set. We know he's gonna be a part of this story. I hope he has a bigger role, but we'll see kind of what we'll see what Muschietti comes up with. We've been hearing a lot of different things. We've been hearing that he's got a small role. We've been hearing that he's got a bigger role. His role could be
not out. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It could be in the form of flashbacks, and in terms of him trying to remember, from the other universe. So we'll see. I mean, but at the end of the day, Ben Affleck is going to be in the movie. Will he be in the suit? I don't know. I can't say yes or no for sure if he's going to be in the suit, but I'd love to see him in the suit. I'll tell you that.
I wonder if he's in a suit. Is it going to be a new suit or is it going to be a previous suit? That would be the question.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that you kind of have to ask yourself is that, budget wise, will they like, hey, so if he's going to be in it, let's make a new suit for him, or let's recreate the suit we had from Justice League or whatnot. And like I said, it could just be him in the suit without the cowl on as well.
That's true. Very true. Yeah.
And the fact that, if he's interacting with Barry, it could easily be just him in regular street clothes talking to him. That would be the shit right there. Do it again.
What?
I blew you up.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's what we need. Some Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Thomas Wayne.
Dude, that would be amazing.
That would be the fire.
Yeah. What if in those pics, like the last pic you saw, like a corner of a head coming out of the plane after Ben Affleck, and it was fucking Jeffrey Dean Morgan? Like, oh, shit! What the?
Oh my god! Yeah.
Our brains would fucking melt on stream if that happened. If we see Jeffrey Dean Morgan anywhere near where they're filming The Flash, we're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die. We're all gonna flip the fuck out. Like,
yeah, that's happening for sure.
And then of course there was some cool stuff about from David Ayer that I wanted to share with you guys. I really hate that I can't just share my screen. It's like driving me up the wall crazy. But so let's take a look. So this was a scene here from this is behind the scenes footage, and it shows her, Margot Robbie, and this is the lady who ends up dancing with her, and it looks like he's instructing her, like, yeah, you want to put your hands on the window, and so there was probably a longer sequence that was shot with this, because we see how she's dancing with Margot Robbie in that cage. In the theatrical cut. So
it was, you know what, come to think of it, that little dance shot of her in the movie was kind of choppy. I'd say it was kind of, it was kind of, and then it came back
that
to
whole
the
thing was
quick cut.
Cut to shit. Yeah. You could definitely see that. It was completely cut to shit.
where am I right now? What just happened?
I don't know. You got to go back.
How did I get to here? Where am I? All right. Oh, there it is. Okay, that was strange. So, it happened again. Well, anyway.
I'm just beyond myself that they have not just come to the sense to release the definitive director's cut of this movie. It's like you clearly saw what it did for Zack Snyder's Justice League. His would cost less to make. This movie made more money than you could have already imagined. Why wouldn't you just continue?
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm just disappointed. Like that studio had so much good going for it in my life growing up, and now to see it just what it is now, it's just like, wow.
It has,
Thanks.
and it still has so much. I mean, you obviously know Zack Snyder's Justice League fucking just destroyed the numbers, and it's money. It's money. I've never seen a studio so scared of money in my entire life.
Yep.
Well, it's all about egos now. You know, they're just
Yeah,
like,
that's-
oh,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. I mean,
And that's the saddest part of
was
it all.
It was about egos back in the day, but it was more about money, though. If it made money, it got sequels and it got whatever.
Mhm.
Now it's like, yo, they'll give everything else a sequel, just nothing that he's placed his fire stamp.
Dude, they
on.
make fucking like 7 Sharknadoes. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
exactly.
Yeah,
But they can't make
yeah.
more of these because why? And Jacob Torres is right. WB has downgraded themselves. They definitely have. Oh, here he is. He found a way in.
Hey,
There he is. We got Ziva Fett. Ryan is on assignment right now. He's on the coast on vacation, so he will not be with us today. But I hope you're having a good time over there on the coast. Ryan.
Where's he at? Oh,
He says he's on the coast somewhere. I think he's lying.
Yeah.
What's so funny
The coast
is
of
that
Texas.
Toby has made HBO Max useless.
When he ended Warner Max, that was the dumbest thing he could have done. It was like, what are you doing? I'm just beside myself. Toby Everett's a mook, just absolute mook. He has absolutely no idea what to do with WB, and it continues to show. Also shows the fact that he can't even land a job after his chairman gig's up. That shows too. It's like times are changing, bud. You might want to get with the program.
Exactly, right? Indeed. And of course, you know, in the I don't know, we know that the numbers have not been released either for Zack Snyder's Justice League. I mean, we all feel that it was a huge success, but yet they won't release any numbers, any streaming numbers for the movie, and they probably never will. Matt, do you think we'll ever get those numbers?
I said this before, and I'll say it again. We'll never get those numbers, and if we do, they'll come way down the line.
Yeah.
Because it's not something pressing, you know, it's not something they're just going to go do. And for them to say that they don't have numbers, it's such a farce because what they're saying
else.
Yeah, what they're ultimately saying is we don't know what the numbers mean. That's really what they're saying. Like, we have them, but we don't know what they mean. So they know their numbers. They just don't. They're just finding ways not to want to put them out there. They just want to move forward. It does seem like they're putting it on a back burner, but it's not like something that's just going to like dissipate because fans don't forget. I mean, they'll feel it one way or another, and fans have their own decisions. Blah 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 blah. But you know, times are changing in their departments, and all that stuff will kind of be unveiled, I think, with Warner Media, or it's not even Warner Media anymore. It's Warner Brothers Discovery. When that gets implemented, that's a new company, and when that goes out, and it's going to change things. And I think whatever the decisions that they're going to move forward with is going to be quite interesting. And like Zach said on our show, and he said on a lot of other shows, you know, if they ask him, he's ready. Let's go. Like he's already ready to go. So,
and that's the thing is that he's already ready to go. It's like, but they're not going to take advantage of that. In the meantime, he's been busy. You know, he's doing Rebel Moon with Netflix. Obviously, all the Army of the Dead content that he's working on with them.
Yeah.
So he's busy. He's not going to wait around. He's not going to sit on his hands saying, "Okay, come on, WB, I want to do this now." No, he's gonna stay busy, and he's gonna make some badass content over on Netflix. And at this point, we know that pretty much anything he puts out right now is going to be a success. He's got a huge fan base, a huge following, and yet they still do not want to work with him because
pettiness
and egos.
Yeah,
yeah. And they won't even release the numbers. However, they won't release the numbers, right?
But you will.
But Disney,
you got the numbers.
Oh, Disney will. No, I wish, but no. But Disney will release their numbers. So let's take a look at that.
Disney's
and there it is.
Always happy to release any number, no matter what.
Have everybody on here seen the movie yet?
I have not seen it. I'm going to watch it tonight.
Okay. So obviously not going to give spoilers. Look, those numbers are fire. Obviously, like if you're a fan of Marvel, your film, you should be fucking happy right now. However, there's one number on there that I think bodes bad for everyone, no matter what you follow. The Disney Plus Premier Access money.
What's up, Meg?
Bro.
Garbage.
Hi, Meg.
What up? the Disney Plus Premier Access money, that doesn't bode well for anyone. Yeah, cool. It made 60 million.
60 million.
$60 million.
But let's be clear. Don't be surprised when Netflix, HBO Max, Paramount, whatever it's called, they start. Oh, so we can charge extra beyond the regular subscription price, and people will pay it. Let us try that.
I hope not. I hope not.
No, it's gonna happen. $60 million over the weekend. Somebody else is gonna do it soon.
And they put that out immediately.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's why it's not going to bode well for the future, because what did it is the fact that it was Black Widow and the fact that it was a superhero movie. So HBO Max, they're probably going to look at all the stuff coming out next year and be like, Batman, Black Adam, $30. You want to watch it at home? Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. But I mean, now that theaters are open, it builds a question like, hey, look, they did 60 million. And everyone's done with this, like everyone's going back out again. I mean, I go out to the stores, I go out to restaurants, and everyone's pretty much back in the swing of things. Even here in California, things are really opened up. Yeah. And the fact that you're seeing $60 million
Premier Access
for people chilling at the crib,
right?
Plus,
which is
60 million, 60 million plus,
yeah.
For Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's the so what the problem I have with it, and it's just that, like I just said, other streaming services are going to take notice to that shit. Easily going to take notice. They're going to be like, oh, because look, we gave it shit for the past 7-8 months on streams. We've been giving Disney Plus shit because it failed with Mulan. It failed. What's the next one they put out? They tried
Cruella?
to do that. No, not Cruella. It was right after Mulan came out. I can't remember what it was, but it failed to make the money they wanted, charging an extra $30 beyond and HBO Max looked fire because we're like, yo, we'll let you keep your same subscription. Guess what? You get to watch fucking
Wonder Woman 1984.
Justice League. Wonder Woman 1984. And they were looking, but if Mulan had been successful, this one was obviously successful. If you go back and look, maybe HBO Max doesn't give you Wonder Woman 84 for free. Maybe they don't give you Zack Snyder's Justice League for free for at least like a month or whatever. The rest of the numbers fire. Like, hey, good on you. I thought the movie was going to completely, I didn't think it wasn't going to be good. I just thought it was going to not make money because they just kept pushing it back. And what
did you think? I mean, was it a good movie?
Yeah.
It was, I enjoyed things in it.
Yeah. I thought it was good. Whenever it comes to time for the spoiler review, we'll get into some things that were rather ridiculous. But yeah. For me, for the most part, that's in the entire MCU. This movie comes the closest to my favorite one, which is the Winter Soldier. So, and that's the Winter Soldier. If you guys know me, I put that shit on a high pedestal because that movie's fire. But yeah, this one to me it came the closest to that. So yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
This is the first movie that I saw that
okay. Chill with the spoilers in the chat. Damn, dude.
Yeah. Oh man. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Chill, bro.
Yeah. Definitely.
What happened?
Someone just spoiled something in the chat. Yeah. That's not cool.
Yeah. That is not fucking cool.
I put him in timeout.
Yeah. Dude, that's fucking.
I didn't see the comment. What was the
good? Well, you saw the movie though, right?
Yeah, I saw the movie.
Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't.
Okay, you're fine. I actually already knew that, so it didn't spoil it for me. A good thing. Because when I read it, I was like, oh yeah, I already know that. Yeah, delete those spoilers. Yeah, no spoilers in the chat, guys. The movie just came out. Let's get the fans. Let's get everyone a chance to watch the movie who hasn't seen it yet.
I mean, if you guys don't know, Black Widow does become Iron Man. Like that's an evident fact.
I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Yo,
I thought you guys knew this. Like it was
the funniest
universal.
Shit I saw earlier was when somebody put they were like, yo, I hate to spoil it, but I have to get this off my chest, and they were like. They had Taskmaster pull off the helmet, and it was fucking Spider-Man. It was Tom Holland. That shit was hilarious, dude.
I mean, these numbers are pretty good. I mean, and this is the opening weekend. 80 million in domestic box office, 78 million in international, and plus 60 million on Disney Plus Premier Access globally, right?
Globally.
So that's a huge plus, for Disney.
And obviously, like I tweet as soon as I saw the numbers come out yesterday morning, I immediately put it out there. I was just like, "Yo, what a novel concept to like release the numbers when you have a successful movie on your streaming service." You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's what deserves to happen. Movie was successful. You put the numbers. You let everybody know, "Yo, we did this weekend." You know what I'm saying? Give us some fucking applause. But we can't get that treatment for every.
Black Widow was the first movie, and I've seen 3 films since I've been back in theaters. And the first one was Mortal Kombat, then Army of the Dead, and Black Widow was easily the one that brought the most people. Now, granted, Mortal Kombat was towards like the middle end of April. Things were still a little questionable. 25% capacity. Same with Army of the Dead. And there was like a week time span there too, but still, like this is to Andre's point. Like everything's full back and forth in California. And it was a full house. I was really, really surprised.
Dude, no one gives a fuck right now. Like
no
when
one
I
gives
go
a
to
shit.
restaurants, when I go into Costco, it's packed. You know what I mean? And what's funny was that if you ask Anthony, it's been like that for days over in Georgia.
Oh
huh?
yeah. When I went and saw A Quiet Place 2, what was it, last month? No, 2 months ago. To straight packed, dude.
Yeah.
The
Shoulder to shoulder.
Georgia opened. When I saw Tenet in theaters last year, ridiculous. Georgia been open, dude. Like they started it last year, then they would try to close a little bit, and we're one of them states. That's the worst one is the one down below us, Florida. They really opened up. That's why it got really bad down there for a bit, like towards the end of last year. But yeah, so here's another one I just saw. Scroll to say with the Black Widow making so much money with the Disney Premiere Plus shit. That movie Red Notice, which is the most expensive movie in Netflix history. The one with The Rock and Gal and Ryan Reynolds.
Really?
Yeah, it is the most expensive movie in Netflix history.
Wow,
just imagine if they're like, yo, pay us this extra $20 to watch it for the first 30 days. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit that could happen.
Is it going to be in theaters too?
No, it's straight Netflix. No. Netflix doesn't do the well, they did it with Army of the Dead. Maybe they might do it though.
They did it with Irishman.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
I saw that in theaters.
There's a chance they could do it, but I think it does bring up the point that hey, look, this is a viable option for any streaming service. Yeah, Costco is lit. It brings it's a viable option for any streaming service is to say, hey, look, let's create a premium service just like Disney Plus has done it, and let's take advantage of that and make some extra money. I mean, honestly, I hope they don't, but I can easily see these services doing that.
They piggyback.
What's up,
man.
Daniel?
They piggyback off each other, dude.
They all follow each other somehow, some way.
When they see the other one making money, and especially with an exclusive type thing like that, it's yeah.
But then you had, well, I'm gonna say, but then you had, Scarlett Johansson made a comment recently at a panel,
a Zoom interview,
a Zoom chat,
if you will, yeah,
a Zoom chat,
Zoom press.
And she had some pretty choice words about Joss Whedon of all people.
Yeah, fucking weird.
Joss Whedon.
Why did you say that name?
Well, let's just take a look at it real quick.
Joss Whedon.
Oh, here's Joss right here. All right, let's take a look at this little clip right here.
And Joss Whedon, an incredible screenwriter, joke writer, and storyteller. And the Russos and Joss Whedon, an incredible screenwriter, joke writer, and storyteller. Incredible.
Look at Florence's face, dude. She's just like, yo, get out of here.
Bringing that up for her. And she went in pretty deep on Joss Whedon, like really supporting the guy. I don't know.
Joke writer. I just cringe.
Joke writer?
I hate that. Oh my god.
It's such a weird
joke writer.
When I saw that, it was such a weird, like, I don't know. It was a really weird thing to see, and obviously everybody else is in that panel's response to that. It kind of tells you what I would say the public opinion of that guy is. So I have no idea why she said that.
That video was like a perfect read the room situation.
Yes,
like just. Look at what came out of Scarlett's mouth, and it's just like your immediate reaction should be like, read the room. Just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all like, oh, okay, yeah, you're on your own with that one, but all right, fine.
Yeah,
and of course, What's up, Joey? What up, people? Watching from the airport bar. Go Bears!
There you go.
Where are you going, Joey? Where are you headed to?
Now he's coming back home. He for his birthday he went to California. Man, he was in California this weekend.
What'd you do in California?
Hey,
I'm like asking a question like he's here right now.
Yeah, he's got. I'm sure he'll tell you he got fucking toasted. Yeah,
Feige's like, I need to leave now. He's actually about to get on a plane with Joey right now. He's like, hey, get the fuck out of here. Let's get out of here right now. Because of course we have this. Now we have Rotten Tomatoes. These shitheads. Mm-hmm. It has an 80% certified fresh, and the audience score is 92%. But this seems to be like, okay, look, and I'm not going to take anything away from the movie. I'm going to watch it tonight, and then I'll give my review on it. But it just seems like any Marvel movie that gets put out, you see these scores.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if I put my score wouldn't be that high, but it was.
What would your score be?
I can tell you where mine ranked. So I have a ranking of the MCU. I ranked Black Widow 16 of 26. And that's going to change after Wednesday when Loki wraps. So,
okay.
So who knows?
Nice. Now, I would, out of 100%, I would give it probably fucking
69.
Yeah.
68, maybe.
68, 69, maybe 70, maybe. Yeah. There's when you watch it, you'll see there's a few things that are just like, okay, chill. But overall, action fire. The movie looked good. Couple CG things. I was like, what are you doing? Y'all had 2 years to fucking go back and fix that shit.
But like fucking, like should look like Star Wars. This shit should look like Avatar. Shit.
It's like they put it on the shelf and left it on the shelf. They didn't bother polishing it up or anything. It's like, all right,
cool. Yeah. But that's story funny. Good. Performances, fire. Great. Yeah, the performances were fucking. All the actors are fire.
The cast was the best part of the movie, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
really,
yeah. Florence is fucking. I don't know what else to fucking say about Florence, dude. And David too. David Harbour was fire, dude. Yeah,
man, not so much for me, but
you didn't like it? Yeah, I like
not so much.
Yeah, I think some of the dialogue was a little.
Yeah.
That's probably where it got it. But yeah, it was
a little cheese.
Little. That's a good way of saying it.
Yeah. Some of the.
Hey, some of that ain't nothing like Avatar.
Avatar's pretty fire, man. Hey, we'll see how James Cameron's been working for the last 17,000 years on like 4 more movies. Why? I don't know, but
I don't know.
We'll see whenever we get them.
No, I think to your point though, I was just gonna agree. Like it's got the best like practical action in a Marvel movie since Winter Soldier.
Yes, that's what I mean. That's the thing that drew me to Winter Soldier mostly is the action and the fact that it doesn't have. There's hardly any jokes, and the ones that are there, fucking like.
Every time Florence made a joke, I laughed. She's funny.
It's funny. Yeah,
she's good. She was great in that. I loved her in that.
And just go back to the joke Sam Jackson says in Winter Soldier when he's like, "Hey, I think I lost my eye" or whatever before they belittled it with that dumb shit in Captain Marvel.
I had a question.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. Maybe it's just me looking into it because that's what I do. I'm not gonna share my whole thoughts on the movie. I will say that I loved a lot of elements of the movie. I thought they were funny, and I loved Red Guardian. I liked his acting. I loved what he brought to the screen. But, and that's the focus is the butt. This was directed by a female director. There was more butt shots in this.
I heard about this.
When spoiler review time comes, the yeek shots were out of the fuck. I'm talking about unnecessary yeek shots.
Like there's a shot in the movie where I was sitting there, my fiance's next to me, and she goes, "If we're focused on the briefcase, why is the camera focused on her butt?"
Yep.
There's
exactly what shot you're referring to.
There's a point in time in the beginning.
And don't get me wrong, Scarlett Johansson.
Come on. But what I'm saying is like,
but don't sit there and be hypocritical and talk about other directors doing it. I'm not saying but I'm just saying there's a lot of butt shots.
None of it's right, but there's a particular one where she walks into a trailer towards the beginning, and the camera starts on the yeeks. And it does. Or there's a part where she goes and picks up a gas can. the camera
Yeah,
start
that's the one. She walks
on
in
the
over- yeah,
yeeks.
yeah.
It-
And you were just
it's-
like, oh, okay.
And you know
there
she
it
was
is.
cool with it because she's an EP on the movie.
yeah.
Yeah, she was like, here, make sure you pan down
Make
first.
it
all right?
look
Okay, got it.
amazing, Kate.
Yeah.
Make it look amazing.
I work
Yeah.
really hard on this.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
And then
it-
when the car crash, when her sister in the movie it's flipped over and you see her butt literally sticking out of the window.
Yeah.
And it's like the camera's like right there. And then she flips over and the butt shot is like going with it. I'm like, okay.
Oh, you just made me think of a sequence where I'm just like, really? Because it happens not too long after that, but I'm not going to say what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
it's, it's just ridiculous and involves a shield. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you get a butt shot on that one too.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Not to say that. I mean, look, we're human. The shit. Not that we're not complaining, but like
Yeah,
at
I'm
the
a
same
guy,
time,
I'm
it's unnecessary too. At the same time, the same way it was unnecessary when other directors did it, it's unnecessary.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, Gavin, I
100%.
said
Dude.
yeeks, man.
Yeeks.
Yeeks.
I like that.
Matt just shared with me an image.
I didn't share anything with you, dude. Stop saying
Andre just had his mind blown again for like the fifth time
Okay.
today.
My mind
I'm
is
literally-
blown to shit right now. I mean, I'm just like,
I'm not sharing anything. That is a
fucking
lie.
A.
That is a lie.
Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna get back on track.
Yo, guys, sit there and just
Damage control.
oh, shit.
And it's Russia. What does that mean?
Russia. I don't know.
And it's what's the other one? Oh, Budapest.
Budapest.
Budapest. No. It's Budapest. Yeah, it's that one was kind of that that wasn't a bad joke to me anyway. It wasn't. But yeah.
Let me see. So I mean, I want to see how it. I want to. I know like it cuts because like I'm gonna need to see that pic. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about right now. No, it's not the same surge. Now sex is bad. Oh, he was talking about the surge.
Surge,
this
yeah.
guy.
He said now sex is bad. Oh man.
If you have it, you're a
Fucking eyes are
sinner.
watering and shit.
Oh my god. Well, dude, I mean, look, we talked about Black Adam. We talked about Black Widow. I want to see it. I think it's gonna look cool. I'll see it tonight.
Watch it.
Is it worth seeing in the theater?
I will say no.
I will say that's a tough call because
Yeah.
for me, my theater prices went up. If it was last year or the year before,
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah, absolutely, give it a
What
shot.
up, D?
But the way things have changed, and having seen it in a theater full of people,
Mhm.
I enjoyed the experience because it was nice to have people in the theater again. But for me, like, did I enjoy the movie? That's a different conversation. There were things in it that I enjoyed. I think it's good, but not great. Do I think it's worth the theater experience? Do I think it's worth multiple theater experiences? No. Do I think it's worth it to your home theater to check it out? Yes. That's my take on
Look
it.
at Hector be pirated. Oh, fucked up.
Damn.
Yo, but nah, and it's also
How could it be rushed? This movie is sat on the shelf. They were
I
like,
understand
hey,
that.
they're like, hey, that movie's done, right? Yeah.
well, I think like you said, Phil, they finished it and just put it up on the shelf. So probably obviously the making of it was rushed because they were trying to catch up at that point in time. Movie should have came out where it's set in between Civil War and
Infinity War.
Yes, that's when it should have been released. Matter of fact, I said Black Widow's first movie should have been after Iron Man 2. This could have been one of the sequels to it. She deserved multiple movies because she's that fire of a character. They didn't, so they got behind, I should say, and they tried to catch up with it. I mean, didn't Scarlett Johansson say this was a Me Too movie? Like it was made just because of that? Like, well, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have a female-led superhero film, so like they had to go ahead and do that. And obviously it came out after Wonder Woman. So it's rushed in that sense where they were like, yo, let's hurry up and make one for her, even though she just fucking died in the
Rush
last
in the same sense Captain Marvel was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Captain Marvel was set. That was weird. Had to go back so far.
Well, it was just like, they were like, well, let's make a movie about Captain Marvel, and then they just kind of conceptualized everything around that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does how does she get a movie before Black Widow?
Black Widow. Like, how do you
How?
justify that? I don't know.
You can't. You just.
I mean, post 2016, post 2015, once Ike Perlmutter is out of the picture, how do you justify that?
Yeah.
So from what I'm taking is that it feels like you're watching a movie that should have been out years ago.
Oh yes.
Like it feels like you're watching an unreleased movie.
It feels like
that
the
they just
idea they
now
had for
decided
this
to release
movie
it. Yeah.
should have been done years ago.
Mhm.
And
Oh.
a lot.
But also
187, but he thinks it worked out.
Well, it like I said, I like it. You know, I like the movies. There's issues, but yeah. But then like the movie itself feels like that, but then the post-credit scene feels like it's new. Like they just like hold up before we put that out. Let's film this post-credit scene real fast. Does that work? Cool.
So,
And
like every horror movie, there's a post-credit scene, and don't tell me what it is.
I'm not.
But is it a good one?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, it's they had, thinking about that now, they had to have filmed that way after the movie was done.
Yep.
Had to have.
Oh yeah, they had to.
Had to have. I just
I
thought about
totally forgot Captain Marvel was a movie.
I think the sequel looks like a lot of fun. The Marvels sounds like a lot of fun, but we'll see.
Yeah, that post-credit scene did. Well, it had to be, dude. There's a particular person in it that's, it was. That's all I'll say about that.
Black Widow released after Phase 3 because it's all part of the plan.
Oh, Jesus
Part of the
Christ.
plan. Yeah.
It felt shoehorned
Let me
in.
ask you this, Phil, or Matt. Like, did it make you? Did the movie cheapen her death in Endgame?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
I mean, I'm just gonna say that when I watched Black Widow, I was not expecting the movie to take place in that time because I didn't know much about the movie.
Yeah.
So I didn't know where the movie was going to take place. I just remember my fiance looked over and she was like, "So where is this movie taking place in the structure? Is this like, is she dead? And then now we're getting a glimpse of what was or what is?" And I said, "Babe, I have no fucking idea." And it wasn't until like 10, 20 minutes into the movie, I'm like, "Oh, so we're here in the moment of her life."
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Really?
So why didn't this movie just fucking come out then?
Right.
Like it would have been a perfect film. It would have hit more. It would have hit harder.
Oh,
It
yeah,
would have
dude.
fucking just smashed.
Yeah.
Now,
It would've been a
everything you just
billion-
said is true because keep the post-credit sequence in there too, and then leave that as a lead into Infinity War. But that's all I'll say about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a smart idea, Philip. You should fucking work on post-credit scenes for
Oh,
Marvel.
dude, that would have been fire,
Oh,
dude.
man.
Could you imagine seeing that and then being like,
Yeah.
"What? Wait, what?"
What is this?
Yeah,
What is she
I would
talking
do
about?
it,
Yeah.
and I would also remove one other character that's in that post-credit sequence, and then it would be
Yes.
yeah,
I would
you
Now I
had to
wanna
take
see
out
this
Groot.
now.
You have to take out Groot.
Groot.
exactly yeah. Take out Groot.
Insane.
Yeah,
You have to take Groot out. There's too many Groots in that scene for
Yep.
this to actually work.
Okay, so RJ believes, he says, I thought Black Widow was a solid movie. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Not perfect or the best MCU movie or anything, but it was enjoyable. Yelena, did I say her name? The Red Guardian were the best parts.
Yeah,
It's been growing on me. So he's watched it multiple times, apparently.
I think
Um,
Yelena's the best part. Definitely,
Which part?
Yelena Belova.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was great. I loved her. I mean,
Even her when she would her dialogue
you.
where it was
I'm
actually
not, but thank you.
no, Phil's a fucking man, dude.
Yeah, he's a man.
Yeah,
a man.
no,
I'm not the man. Come
That's
on.
great.
her dialogue, some of her dialogue was written from like a little sister's perspective. Fire. The vest, the whole thing about the vest with that shit was fire, dude.
Matt's got something going here. What is this?
prune your little Groot, baby. Prune your little Groot.
Yeah, prune your Groot.
Prune the Groot.
I'll put him right here and see if I can get him in this shot. No, probably not. It's not gonna
No,
work.
I don't think so.
There you
It's
go.
his
You get a
leaves.
little leaf.
A little bit of leaf.
A little
Yeah.
leaf.
Groot leaf.
Oh, shit.
Shake the table a little bit.
So there's another movie that I've been wanting to talk about, but I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. I don't think Anthony had seen it last week, so we kind of held off. Ryan watched it. this weekend, but he couldn't be on the show, so he just basically wasted his time. And that was the Tomorrow War.
Oh, great. Loved it.
Haven't
You loved it.
I loved it. It was a great movie, and I can tell you why it's a great movie.
Why?
People
Wait,
are thinking.
The Phil, you ain't seen it?
I ain't seen it,
Uh,
but I'm not privy to. Well, I don't know about.
I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not. I don't
Okay,
get
okay, okay.
spoilers.
I'm ready to rip this movie
Come on, bro.
apart.
I'm
Go ahead.
talking about Groot in Black Widow. But but it was a good movie. It was a great movie. I love this movie, and I'll tell you why I love this movie. Because this movie knows exactly what it wants to be, and it knows exactly what it was trying to do, and it accomplished its mission.
No.
It's not trying to be this new franchise. This movie can be a perfect
They're
standalone.
making a sequel.
And I'm cool. Now listen, I'm cool with that because nobody wanted a sequel to fucking Jurassic Park, but it was such a good movie that it could stand alone on itself. And now look, there's like fucking 7, 8 of them or whatever, right? There's more coming.
6, but yeah, you got it.
Yeah, close enough, right? Tomorrow War was a movie that if you were a kid in the 90s or the 80s and you watched this movie, this is the fucking shit you're talking about right now.
yeah. Oh, it's classic Back to the Future type shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at Tomorrow War 2.
Oh, this is
down.
the Chris McKay movie. I haven't seen
Yeah.
this yet. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Check it out. It's great.
I've heard about it, but
It's
I haven't
pretty
checked it out
good,
yet.
man. It is.
I still got to get through Fear Street Part 2. I just watched Part 1 last night.
I think
I
I'm waiting for when they get done with all of them, the Fear Streets, to watch them.
Oh, the
I
last
feel
one I
like-
think comes out this Friday.
Yeah.
If you take movies away like the Tomorrow War that are very original and very creative
Mhm.
and very out of the box, you're going to miss out on movies that like RoboCop, and you're going to miss out on other movies like Upgrade, or those really stylized movies that really take it to the next level. And this is one of those movies that you could just sit back, enjoy, watch, laugh at some shit. Oh, that's cool. I'm not taking it serious. I'm not sitting here like this motherfucker.
This is what Andre's about to do. He's about to be like,
Yeah,
"God
he's
damn
gonna be
it,
like, oh, it didn't have depth. It didn't have that Martin Scorsese look.
Andre,
It's
It's
not
not
dialogue.
that.
Dark
No,
side.
you,
Get
you, no, you can't put fucking words in my mouth, okay? You can't. But here's the thing.
About to say, though.
He's about to
Here's
go.
the
He's about to go dark side.
I'm about to go dark side on it. Look, here's the thing. Like my shirt. Here's the thing. I loved the concept, but the execution in some of the scenes were, I'm sorry, it was like straight TNT. Like this could have been a mini series on TNT, and I would have believed it. Like, okay, that makes sense.
TNT?
Yeah.
Who watches TNT? Who's gonna say,
Nobody!
"Yo, bro, let's go watch TNT right now. We're gonna watch that show on TNT.
I'm just saying, like, okay, so for instance, and this is not going to spoil the movie whatsoever, okay? It's just not. I'm going to try not to.
No,
Okay.
because it's on TNT.
Okay. In the beginning, when these fuckers show up, right? The humans at the
The
soccer
white spikes.
game.
Yeah, with the white spikes and black.
Yeah, they show up and they're like, oh, and all of a sudden she's like, "We're from the future." All of a sudden she's talking on the fucking PA system. I'm like, oh, well, as far as I know, the referee has to have a little microphone hookup to be on the PA. So first of all, I'm like, okay, I don't know how she's on the PA system. That doesn't make any sense.
Technicalities, future tech.
Bro, you're really argument? That
Dude,
is your
no, there was
argument.
a lot more. It was so cliche.
Stop. I'm going to go back to Dark Knight Rises. Bang.
I don't want to ruin the movie.
That motherfucker puts it up to his mouth and starts talking and blew up a whole stadium, but the structure of the stadium's still fine,
Well, they
but
only
the
blew
middle of the
the
football
field.
field is missing. So
Yeah.
you're telling me that, like, I'm not sitting there telling Christopher Nolan, I don't know, bro, that doesn't seem like structurally
Plausible.
realistic. It does, but you know what? I'm going to go with it. You know why? Because it's fucking fictional.
Fictional.
Yeah,
The white spikes, awesome. They looked
they're
great. They looked really, really good. I was a big fan of the white spikes, not the white stripes. I mean, that's a good band too. But the white spikes were badass. I really enjoyed the way that they're, and I liked how they weren't all that complex. They were just animals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they had very basic tendencies, and it was like, okay, that makes sense, right? They're just fucking killing machines. They're like, yeah, let's just eat these guys because we're hungry.
All right.
But,
let's not give away spoilers.
Well, I'm just saying, like, there were just some things I didn't like. I mean, sending average
Are they
40-year-old
called
people
reptoids?
into the future to go fight a war. Come on, get the fuck out of here. You're gonna send
I mean,
people just to die? Like, come
Worked
on.
for Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah. When they sent one person back.
He still died, but he still won.
I like the concept. That's what made the movie unique. Is that I've never seen a movie before where they were like, "Yo, we're gonna come back and recruit cats to fight in this war from fucking 40 years ago." Never seen that before. So that's, I guess, the first trailer when I saw it, I was like, "Yo, I got to see this movie because that concept in itself, never seen it before, and I'd like to." And they made
here's
it work.
the thing. Here's the thing. They send a lot of people. I felt like the movie would have benefited if they just sent one team. The first team and he was a part of it.
Died.
That's what I'm saying. But like, you still could have had pretty much the same fucking story. But when they finally send them in, that's when they fucking, they have that the way they arrive in the future, and it goes from there.
That shit was badass too, though. That shit was.
Yeah, like it was just like, really, like they went all that way for that.
I thought it was tight.
No, it was cool, but I mean, like, look, do I hate the movie? No, I don't. But I think there's a lot of parts in it that are super cheesy, and I think some of the storytelling or the story in general, it was kind of lazy. It was kind of like, okay, whatever. But I mean, it is what it is.
It was okay. So what's the real argument? Why didn't you like it?
I thought the storytelling was bad. I thought there was so many plot holes. It was super cheesy and didn't have to be.
So let me pull a movie.
He didn't feel engaged.
Have you ever watched Never Ending Story?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Why did you like that movie as a kid?
Falcor.
Falcor.
The
There's
story
a lot of
was
cool things about
fire, dude. It was
The story was great.
No, and the concept of the kid reading the book, like that shit was just that just doesn't.
All right. So my point,
like J.K. Simmons did a great job. I actually enjoyed J.K. Simmons in the movie.
Knocked it out.
He knocked it out.
Let me just go back to that. Have you watched Never Ending Story today?
Yes, I have.
It's bad. You know why I asked you?
Today?
Think about it. You know why I asked you?
Recently.
Why did you like Never Ending Story? Because you thought about your childhood. So there was a connection to nostalgia. This movie is like a kid's wet dream of nostalgia.
I don't know.
Because it was a movie that you didn't expect what was going to happen. Because let's be real, when she walked out on the field,
Never Ending Story.
Oh, yeah, that's why I love that
Great
movie. The soundtrack was
it was
fire.
Good. So this is kind of like
it's fire. Oh, jeez.
This is kind of like a grown man's Never Ending Story. It's just a fun movie that just has its way, and it doesn't really need to make logical sense in any way because we're fucking with time. So in reality, if we're really fucking with time and he came back through time and he altered time, wouldn't he be coming back to a different timeline that he would have started with from the beginning? It's not the same timeline, right?
Travel.
You see what I'm saying? Now we're talking about the difference between times because he's not going back to where he started. He's going back to another place. So now we're just fucking with some shit now, right? If we want to get technical, but I'm not because I was drunk when I was watching this movie and I enjoyed every fucking minute of it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris Pratt.
When they wrote this movie, what they had in mind was, let's make one of these movies that came out in like the late 80s, early 90s that are ridiculous. Let's just do that.
Don't send me back in time because I'm fucked up.
He would.
The entire time for everybody.
He would. He'd go back and he'd kill a couple people that shouldn't be killed, and we'd all be fucked.
Do you like Man? I like the first one. I thought that was cool. The other two I thought were just a little over the top, stupid. And yes, I love Independence Day. And yes, it is cheesy as well. But for the time when it first came out, it was great. I
recently saw that sequel, Resurgence.
Oh,
big oomph.
Oh God.
Yeah. Big oomph.
That was that was like straight to home video status.
Oh yeah.
Resurgence. If you guys haven't seen Independence Day Resurgence, okay. This movie is fucking hot garbage.
It's a hot mess.
Gavin, what kind of household you live in, homie? Damn, your dad threw a football at my face.
Damn. God damn, Gavin.
Wow. You get a black eye?
You know what? I need that drop of that man should be put in jail.
Oh, that man should be arrested immediately. That one. Yeah. Oh shit.
I know. Hey, Gavin tried to watch Neverending Story, and his dad was like this.
Hey yo, shut the fuck up.
But I mean, look, the concept was cool. Don't get me wrong. I like the concept of Tomorrow War, but I just thought some of the scenes, some of the execution, I thought was kind of.
I get it. No, I get it. Everyone has their perception. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I love to hear different people's takes on it, and sometimes I think they're funny, or I'm just like, that's cool, because I'm still gonna love it. My buddy loves Green Lantern, and I can never get him off of it, and he fucking loves it to this day. He'll always love it.
That movie, I can watch it, but it has to be already on TV, or someone has to put it on for me. Then I'm like,
I
okay, I'll
own
watch
that movie, so chill, bro.
I technically own it because I have HBO Max subscription, so I can watch whenever I want to. But still, I don't own a physical copy. Although I did buy a physical copy of Zack Snyder Justice League, so that is on its way to my house whenever the hell it comes out.
You're not going to get the American one, right? You got the foreign one?
No.
I pre-ordered the.
I pre-ordered it.
Oh, okay.
In September, right? September 7th. I want to say it releases. So that's when Louis sending it out. Talk about a perfect spiral. I know.
Damn, Gavin. That'd be called fucking.
That's funny.
So we talked the other day about guilty pleasures. Matt, I wanted to ask you, what is your guilty pleasure movie?
My guilty pleasure movie. This is gonna shoot people off. I will watch Knocked Up over and over and over and over.
Knocked Up's fire though.
That's a good movie though. I like that movie. What's the movie that you're embarrassed to admit that you like?
Hold up, real quick. On Knocked Up, there's a scene where he's in. They're at the doctor, and he looks over at this baby sitting on this lady's lap, and the ugliest baby I've ever seen in my fucking life. You know what I'm talking about? The baby's just like, yeah.
I love that scene because he goes, "You made me walk through fucking Koreatown to fucking get here, and all because of a baby." Oh, hormones! Fuck you, hormones! Not talking to you, but your hormones. I'm just like, I don't know why it's funny, but I find it hilarious.
Fucking hilarious. Yeah.
So look, Integrity 101 says Superman 4. Okay. It's a little bit of a cringe movie, but it works.
I feel like Superman 3 is definitely more of a guilty pleasure than 4.
Yeah, 3 was always. I was never a huge fan of 3.
Yeah.
Superbad? No, that's a good movie.
That's a great movie.
I love that movie.
That's funny.
That's a great movie.
So what is that? Spermicide lube.
Yeah. I got my bottle of spermicide lube.
Sif, get off the field! No.
He kicks the ball. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Kind of like how you wet your pants. Remember? He's like, dude, that was like, dude, that was like 10 years ago. We don't forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Yeah, dude, that movie's classic, dude.
Let's see. Everyone in the chat, put down in the chat. What is your guilty pleasure movie? Let's
Fever
do this
Pitch
again.
Is fire, dude. I like that movie, Fever Pitch.
Fever Pitch?
I like
Fever Pitch is good.
Bench warmers.
Okay,
Godzilla 1998.
That's one. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's one. Has a great Rage Against the Machine. Rage Against the Machine did a really cool song on the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
That was about it though. That movie was he's just a big lizard in that one. Batman and Robin. Okay, I could take that one.
Yeah.
My guilty pleasure is superhero movie.
Oh,
what?
The movie
That's the one with
Drake Bell is like Rick Ricker, the Dragonfly Kid or whatever. Yeah, that spoofy superhero movie. Yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about.
I remember this now. Exactly. This is a stupid movie.
Oh, mine just came to me. I have another one outside of A Walk to Remember. Scary Movie 3.
Scary Movie 3? Okay.
Scary Movie 3, yeah.
Eurovision?
Ooh.
Eurovision?
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Eurotrip. Okay, never mind.
Lone Wolf McQuaid? I don't even know what that is.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. That wasn't directed at anyone. Superhero movie, Nacho Libre.
Oh.
Mine has to, honestly, probably The Outsiders.
That's a great movie.
That's a great movie.
That's a beautiful movie.
How is it a guilty pleasure?
That's cinema.
It has to be a movie that you're somewhat embarrassed to admit that you like. Like my example has always been Clueless. That's one of my guilty. If Clueless or Mean Girls is on, I'll watch it.
Alien 4 Resurrection's another one I could probably.
Oh God, that's a horrible movie.
Not for me, but it's just one I've heard that is someone's guilty pleasure.
That's a bad movie though.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I do got to bounce. I'm gonna get some of this done. I got shots coming in right now, and
Oh my God.
they're pretty sick. They're pretty cool. I might share one with you, Andre.
Nice. Please do.
I'm gonna try to get it done. But yeah, this was fun, man. I'm gonna think about movies that I love that I just don't tell people that I like them.
He won't tell us.
What?
Is there one movie in particular? Come on, you gotta give us one.
Like that I love watching.
No, that you would be embarrassed to admit that you do like.
Well, Bridal Wars. I like that movie. I think it's good. Chris Pratt's in that too.
I was going to ask him to say his shit.
All right, Matt. Thank you so much for coming on here. Dude, we're looking forward to the Justice League motion comic. It's going to be badass.
Yeah,
I hope everyone's excited
for
it.
You're fucking part of it. So.
I know. I can't wait to see more of it. I can't wait till it comes together.
Anthony's part of it. So it's going to be great.
Go.
Yeah.
This was a lot of fun. Nice talking to you, Matt.
Yeah, man. It was fun, Philip. I mean, I want to see you working for Marvel doing their fucking.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? You never know.
All right, guys. Pootie Tang your way. It's a life history. And much love.
Pootie Tang, yeah.
All right, Matt.
Take it easy.
See you later.
All right.
Okay, so we talked about guilty pleasures, and the other thing I want to ask you guys was, well, see, it's hard to say. I don't want to say top three, but what are and these aren't top three and like. All right, I'll tell you what. Name 3 action movies that you would suggest anyone to watch. Anthony, we'll start with you.
Die Hard for fuck's sure. Which actually looks surprisingly really good in 4K. Like the 4K,
really,
dude. That's the best 80s movie in 4K that I've ever seen in my entire life. It looks really good. Not like Predator. Predator's looking like hot trash, but it looks bad in 4K.
Really? Predator looks like trash?
It looks good. It looks good in Blu-ray, but 4K don't. It's too clear. There's too much static, and it just doesn't look good. I'd say Die Hard, The Matrix, action movies. You're just talking about like fucking the Tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding.
The Tomorrow
War. And I'll say John Wick.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. Just off the top 3.
And John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick is fire, dude. The first one.
Okay, so go ahead, Phil. What about you?
I'm gonna go with RoboCop.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with I didn't have time to think of it because I didn't want to copy any of Anthony's.
Yeah,
because Die Hard's great too. I would have
Die
easily
Hard's
picked
so
Die
good.
Hard. You know what? Terminator, the first Terminator movie.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that is a good one.
Lastly, I'm gonna go with you know what? Winter Soldier.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what? Yeah, Winter
Soldier is fine.
The Winter Soldier. Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Yeah, those are my 3.
So Katsuga says Rumble in the Bronx, Rambo, Bloodsport.
Bloodsport's good too.
Bloodsport's really good. That was like the first iteration of like a Street Fighter tournament. You know what I mean? It was like, wow, this is really cool. And then then Van Damme made another one called The Quest that he directed and wrote. Awful movie. The Matrix, 300, and Terminator 2. Those are all good movies.
I almost went with 300, but I was like, someone else might pick that.
Yeah.
Hector V says I'm gonna have to disagree with Predator 4K. They left that grain intact, and all the detail was there on Blu-ray. On Blu-ray was heavily.
I didn't like mine when I got it and brought it home. I was like, I couldn't wait. Put it in there, and I was like,
they look like wax figures.
I didn't like it. Maybe my settings weren't, but yo, I put Die Hard in. That shit looked so clean. I was like, whoa. Dude, I couldn't believe it. I was expecting the worst after
13 hours. Mad Max Fury Road. Fire. This movie is so good. I fucking love Mad Max Fury Road. And the soundtrack, the score is
immaculate.
Fire. It's beautiful. And it was Junkie XL.
It's a perfect movie, man. I can't. That's one of those movies I can't find a flaw in it at all. Everything was done perfectly, and yeah.
I don't think George Miller's ever made a bad movie.
No. And
Never. Yeah.
just maybe if what's the name would have got along on set, they might have been another one already. But.
Oh, here we go. Here's Joey. Here we go. Here you go. Rambo in the Bronx Port.
chill, Joe. Joey's at the bar taking shots right now, so he's just like, hey.
He's like, where's my plane? Under Siege, First Strike, and Tango and Cash. Tango and Cash is fire. I like that one. Yeah. Under Siege, Double Impact, True Lies. True Lies is so
dude.
fucking
I just watched
good.
it the other day. I just watched it the other day.
Yeah, you did. You did. I can watch True Lies like, almost any day.
Dude.
Fire fucking movie. I love that movie. I love movies that have subplots. So when they're doing surveillance on his wife because he thinks that he's cheating on her or that she's cheating on him, and it turns out the guy is trying to con her just to get in bed with her. Oh my god! And then he goes and meets the guy.
One of the funniest things is when the terrorist is giving his big speech and the fucking camera's going dead, and that dude's like that shit is so funny, and it still holds up, man. It's just a funny ass scene. Yeah, True Lies.
I remember playing that game.
Yeah, dude. When I saw the movie theaters and he hit the two dogs head together at the beginning, I was like, yo, this movie's like, what the fuck am I watching right now? Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Let me see. I'm trying to find the scene that I wanted to show you guys. But no, True Lies is it's so good, dude.
I remember playing that game for hours on Sega Genesis.
Fucking True Lies. I don't think I ever played that one though, dude. Was it on Sega Genesis?
Yeah, it was on Sega Genesis. Yeah.
Was it just like the movie, or
it was just like the movie? You were played as I think Arnold's character, and it was like kind of 2D or 16-bit. Yeah. It was like it was. I remember playing it, but I don't remember much playing it now. Like when you mentioned True Lies, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that, and I remember playing the game about that. But then that's all I remember, of course.
Yeah. I do remember there was a game, but I don't think I ever played.
It was a True Lies game.
Yeah, it's Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Let's take a look at this real quick.
Last Action Hero is
Last Action Hero is really good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. All right, here we go.
Lethal Weapon.
Oh, dude.
Of course. Lethal Weapon's fucking Richard Donner.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's one of my favorite scenes of this movie.
Oh yeah.
Just that'll work.
That guy, and then they do the raid on his mobile home or whatever. Like,
yeah.
He's like, not for me, do it for your country. Fuck Gavin, get the hell out of here with that shit. Yeah, Hector V. Last Action Hero was fire, absolute fire.
Yeah, it is.
I've been watched 7 Deadly Sins. 7 was great. 7 was. I remember when that came out and I saw it in the theater. I had no idea how dark that movie was going to be. It was so good. I was like, wow. You know,
with Morgan Freeman and
Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
with Paltrow. You know, there's also a fan theory that movie takes place in Gotham City. Have you guys heard that?
I heard something about that. Yeah, the movie 7.
Never heard this.
So there's a theory that it takes place in Gotham City, and there's videos on YouTube because they talk about how it rains a lot in Gotham. It's always like raining and dark and dreary. But there's other things that they pointed out, and so maybe it was inspiration. I don't know. And Terry was nailing it right here. Like RoboCop, Terminator, Road Warrior. Fuck, Kill Bill. There you go.
Kill Bill is fire.
Let's see. 80s and 90s movies were awesome. Nostalgia. Yeah, I guess that's why I should like fucking Tomorrow War, right? Well, I'm just saying it could have been a lot better. That's what I'm saying. It could have been a lot better. You hit a fucking
qualifies as adventure though, right?
Oh, that's adventure. Yeah, it's adventure.
It's still fire though.
Predator. I think now when you look at sequels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Action movie 80s and 90s. Okay, we'll go 80s and 90s. Okay, which one had the what are some of the action movies that had the best sequels? A lot of them didn't. A lot of them had shitty sequels.
I can 2 of them right now that just tied. They're tied right now. Die Hard 2, Die Harder, and Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Fire.
Terminator 2, Judgment Day. I agree.
Fury Road. Or sorry, Fury Road. But
Fury Road was Well, I mean, they're
I
not.
meant Road Warrior, but
Road Warrior.
Fury Road
Okay,
was
I was
in
gonna
the
say,
conversation.
Fury Road is awesome.
Yeah. Demolition Man, dude, let's go.
No, Demolition Man. You can take this job and shovel it. He was like, close enough.
Oh, I just thought of another guilty pleasure.
What?
What's that?
Terminator Salvation.
Oh.
Okay, so let's talk about Terminator Salvation. Now, I am actually a big fan of this movie to a certain extent. I think they had the right idea. It was the execution that was horrible.
And the polarization of women in that movie too was just very singular.
There were so many fuck ups in that movie, but they had the right idea, and this could have been a really good movie. But I don't know what the fuck happened, but they screwed it up. But it could have been really, really good. I think
they had all the visual elements to a T. Like
visually, it looked fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, like that movie looks absolutely like it fits right in the world Cameron built. Like those harvesters were just perfect. The Terminator motorcycles, that shit, those were awesome. I still maintain that those were awesome. And the Hydrobots, like, yeah.
But when it got to the third act, you could tell that like all of a sudden the shit hit the fan.
Yep.
And I don't know what it was. Maybe the script was underdeveloped, or they were trying to make changes to it. I don't know what it was. But some of the execution in that movie as well. The fact that they started off with what's his name? Sam Worthington's character in jail talking to which is already kind of weird. I didn't agree with that. I felt that the movie should have started with after that scene where it has the dialogue saying, kind of telling you what's happening in this world. And then it goes right into the camera view of the missile and then the attack on the Skynet base. That's where it should have started. It should have started with that. Like, bam, you know what I mean? And then I felt that the prison scene should have came to him in flashbacks throughout the movie so that he figures out later on, like, oh my God, like now I get it. I'm a fucking robot. But they didn't do that.
Where Christian Bale like lost his shit on the set.
Oh yeah,
that's the one.
No, I've only seen that movie. Maybe I need to watch it again. I haven't seen it. I've only seen it one time. I saw it in theaters when it came out.
That movie is also like the prototype of the concept of putting someone's face over another actor's body to some extent. Because in that movie, Roland Kickinger is the one who plays the T-800 with Arnold's face digitized over it.
Yeah, I thought they did a good job with that as well. It was only for a few seconds until he got his face blown, the skin blown off, and then he was just the T-800. But they had the right idea, but they fucked up the execution.
It was like trying. I think it had something to do with the fact that they brought in Christian Bale, and Christian Bale wanted a bigger role as John Connor, so they're constantly trying to rework the script and the story to benefit that factor, and thus you have like a kind of mismatch of who the story's supposed to focus on between Sam Worthington's character and the John Connor character.
Because originally it was supposed to focus more on Sam Worthington's character until Christian Bale was like, dude, I'm not going to be in this movie if I have a fucking small ass role. I'm fucking Batman right now. So they were like, okay, let's rework this. Let's rework it. And that's what they sold the movie on, was the fact that they had Christian Bale playing John Connor.
Batman. Yeah.
Yeah, it was huge.
I think my friend even mentioned to me that there might even be a cut of the movie where they have like Worthington's character with John Connor's like skin over his body.
Well, that was another idea that they had, was that he was going to basically take on his appearance or whatever.
Right.
Which would have been kind of cool because it would have explained, okay, that's how this guy doesn't die, because he's an android. Bro, the helicopter scene was fire. What movie was this?
Probably
Terminator Salvation? I don't know about that. Crystal Skull is better than... No, get the fuck. Joey, god damn it.
Hard no, Joe.
No way.
Yo, I recently watched that movie. That movie's not better than Temple of Doom. No, but that movie's not that fucking bad. I watched it like
I'll have to watch it
in the past week. It's not that bad, dude. There are some things I could be like, okay, chill, but like it's from the sound effects to like it's an Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah,
it just
he's working on a T2 fan edit. Why? That's a fucking fire movie. What part are you editing out?
That movie's pretty great. But okay, if it makes you feel
You
better.
know what,
if you
Dr.
like
Fate?
it,
I'm
cool.
not a huge fan of Chucky movies. I have nothing against them. I've just never been a big fan of them, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of horror movies in general. So, and now there was this guy right here.
What?
Horror movies.
Nah, fuck with him.
That's my alley.
Salvation should have just been a straight up John Connor versus Terminator war. Just do the war already. All the half human, half Terminator nonsense was a waste. Black Terminators were the best. What? What was the Black Terminators?
I like the first part of that. I really do feel like they should have made, like, you know, whoever holds the rights, because the rights to Terminator have bounced over the years.
Oh, it's
I really
fucked
feel like,
now.
yeah, whoever Nate makes the next movie, whoever does the next installment, just make one last one. Have it be the war. Like, put a pin in it. Like, have it end with Kyle Reese going back in time. Like, that's how you should end that franchise. But
Yeah.
what do I know?
Well, and what's his name? Anton, the guy who played Kyle Reese, who ended up dying in real life.
Right.
Oh yeah, dude got killed. Like his car rolled into him or some shit.
Yeah.
That's
like
fucking
his
crazy.
car was rolling down a hill, and he tried to run behind it and stop it, and he crushed himself and he
I don't
died.
think he tried to run behind and stop.
That's what they said.
That's horrible. That's a horrible way to die, if I'm being
And
honest.
his friend was in the car, like, "What's happening? Oh shit!"
His friend was in the car.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I don't think.
If I remember the story correctly, his friend was in the car, and then it started to roll back, and he jumped out and tried to stop it. His friend was like was kind of drunk or whatever and couldn't help out, and then boom, fuck, killed him.
Ouch.
But I thought that he did an excellent job as John Connor, as a young John Connor, and I thought he did a good job as I'm sorry, Kyle Reese. Thank you. He played an excellent Kyle Reese, and I thought he did a good job as Scotty in Star Trek.
You know, I also really liked him in Charlie Bartlett. That Charlie Bartlett flick he did with Cat a while back. That one's a good one.
Let's see.
He said I made the Vin Diesel family face. I'm going to clip that. When did I make a
job? DF, what's up, man?
When did I do that? I don't remember.
So, but Anthony,
I'll see it when he clips it and fucking puts that shit up.
Anthony mentioned Die Hard 2. You know what, man?
I like Die Hard with a Vengeance more than I like.
Yes, and for me,
I do like Die Hard. Yeah, but Die Hard 2 was still. I mean, as a sequel, I liked it though. I wasn't disappointed. Like, oh, they fucking sure enough crashed the ship on this one. That shit was good. Even though, dude, to this day, when you used to see special effects like that, when those movies came out, it would have you in awe. Still, was never in awe. When he fucking hits the ejection seat, that is the fakest shit I've ever seen in my. And it goes up, and it looked fake in whatever year it came out, and it looks incredibly fake now. I still like the movie though. I like
Die Hard with a Vengeance was badass.
Yeah, dude, Die Hard with a Vengeance was fire.
I like when they steal that guy's, they take that guy's car, and then they stop, and he goes, "Hey, who's the 31st president? Go fuck yourself." They had the audacity to ask him. You know what I mean? Like, oh, ask that guy if he knows. You know? Rocky 3 was fire. Rocky 3 was good.
I like Rocky 3.
The Terminator were black in some. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't either.
Let's see. Rocky 5. Well, that's a guilty pleasure right there. Rocky 5. That one's a little rough. A Good Day to Die Hard. You know what? After Die Hard with a Vengeance, I stopped watching all the Die Hard movies. Then it just became a gimmick.
Yo, chill, Paul.
What is it? He's probably talking about the much maligned porn parody, The Penetrator.
Oh shit!
That sounds like a weapon Peacemaker would use.
Hell no, the ejection seat was fire. Remember, hey, he's coming up the camera. Ah!
I'm saying it looked fake then, and it still looks.
Oh,
incredible.
It still looks fake. It was.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
saying. The scene in itself, that's a nice action set piece for a fucking movie in that era, but like it just looks really bad.
A Good Day to Die Hard was pretty sick. All right, you guys. Well, that's going to do it for the show. I just want to talk about some guilty pleasures and some action movies. I want to thank, obviously, ACS for being here. Philip Barker, from host of Superhero Stress. Find that podcast on
Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, pretty much anywhere.
And thanks to Matt Miranda from Lycast, who came on the show earlier to talk about the the project that we're working on, which is the Dreamscapes, a Justice League motion comic. It's gonna be fire, you guys. Absolute fire.
Sauce.
Ill Life is a part of this as well. Rocky 5 is okay, maybe not anymore. No.
Oh man.
But real quick, let's go around the horn. Anthony, where can they find you?
Yeah, all forms of social media at 2279 ACS on YouTube at the ACS Universe, and just add an underscore to that for Twitter.
Because Twitter sucks.
Yeah, because they hate me.
Because they hate you.
Yeah,
they really do. They really do.
Yeah. I need to go.
Okay, and then Phil, where can they find you?
All forms of social media, just at Unfiltered. You can also search for Superhero Stress, The Magic of Movies, and soon The Eternal Night.
All right.
Nice.
Awesome, you guys. And of course, I'll be live again next week for the Nicotina Show. And I don't know if we're going to have a Four Nerds this week. I'll be out of town, so I'm not going to be on there. But we'll be back on Four Nerds. You can find us on Four Nerds Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. on the Four Nerds channel on YouTube. So like and subscribe to that channel, please. Subscribe to this channel as well. We go live every Monday, and I have daily content as well that I'm putting out on the channel every single day. Big shout out to the patrons of the channel. If you want to become a patron of the Nicotina Show, the link is in the description below, or just go to Patreon and look up the Nicotina Show and you can join. Phil Barker, you're also a patron.
I am indeed.
And so is ACS. I'm one of his as well.
Hey.
So big shout out to all the patrons of the show. You guys kick ass. Thank you so much for supporting the show. It means a lot to me, I'll tell you that. And because I want to figure this out, and one way or another, I'm going to get to the pot of gold.
Get
I
that
don't know why I
gold.
clicked on that for. And that's it. That's gonna do it, you guys. So depending on if I'm at home Wednesday night, I might do a low-key watch party for the finale, but I'm not sure because I might be out of town. So if I do, I'll let you guys know, and I'll definitely set that up and have the stream ready to go. I wish I could wake up and look like The Rock.
I wish I could wake up and look like Andrew WK, because then I wake up next to Kat Dennings.
Seriously.
Yes.
But
I'm in Philadelphia, Andre. I love every Rocky.
Good point.
ACS, you're my idol.
Jesus.
Alistar! Peace out.
Yeah.
Later, guys. Later, ACS. Big fan.
Hey.
bye, Joey.
Fly safely, Joey.
Yeah. No miss your flight at the
Fly
bar.
safe. And one more shot at this great artwork that Zach
Yeah,
even
it's
liked. Zack Snyder liked it, you guys. And pretty much everyone who has seen this has liked it. And when you guys see this in actual motion, it's going to blow your freaking minds. It blew my mind when I saw it. I'll tell you that.
Looks so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I cannot wait to drop this. It's going to be so much fun. But until then, guys, I'll see you guys next week or on the Four Nerds Thursdays. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.